Indoor growing systems, what are your choices? Indoor growing systems are now playing a large role in many people's lives. Growing your own food indoors has become important for many people. Knowing that the food hasn't traveled hundreds of miles and lost most of its food value is just one reason. Safety from the contamination of toxins and pesticides is another. Here are some of the indoor growing systems you can use with great success if you follow the instructions. Ebb and flow indoor growing systems, also called the flood and drain, work by flooding the reservoir routinely with nutrient solutions and empties back to yet another tank to be recycled. Using this method, crops are put into trays which hang over a nutrient chamber. The choice of growing medium will determine how often and how long you flood the container for. To regulate your ebb and flow indoor growing system cycle, a water pump is used. This system is considered the most typical of all indoor growing systems. Drip indoor growing systems have the identical setup as ebb and flow, with a reservoir and trays that hang over the nutrient chamber. These indoor growing systems work by a constant drip of solution pumped in the growing tray. Flow rate can be difficult to control on a drip system, sometimes, as the emitters are prone to clogging. These problems can be magnified when you try making your own drip system. Water-culture indoor growing systems setup will work well for beginners, and it is widely considered the easiest arrangement for small-scale indoor growing systems. Crops drift on top of a nutrient tank with dangling roots within the solution. An air pump can be employed to oxygenate your nutrient solution. Water-culture indoor growing systems are one of the oldest examples of indoor growing systems. However, it can be a bit tough to control. Light must be kept from getting to the nutrient solution as it promotes the growth of algae. Algae will eat the nutrients you are trying to feed your plants. When pieces of algae die, they attract pests, leading to many other problems. Wick indoor growing systems are very easy to use since this technique needs no pump and little upkeep. Wicks, usually nylon rope, soak up the nutrient solution to the plant roots inside the growing tray. The solution will not cycle out of the trays, so you may have issues with dissolved solids in the nutrient solutions crystallizing on the wick, which results in a decline of water absorption. Should there be any pH issues, they are slower to remedy because the wick itself harbors additional nutrients, which would throw the actual nutrient pH off. However, these simple yet versatile indoor growing systems allow the home user to pick and choose which method will work the best in spaces available. You are not limited to just one way of growing. Each will have its positive and negative attributes, and you may be surprised at what works best for you. All these indoor growing systems allow for adjustments to make them capable of growing nutritious organic crops. Please visit www.hydroponicgarden.net to see the many indoor growing systems available to you and the supplies you need.